And why these are all important is because if you don't have a list of your, or an idea or an understanding of what your core values are, you may always be in discord. You may always find that dis-ease, that discontent, that dissatisfaction. And the dis-ease, as I mentioned, over time becomes disease in your body. Because if you can think up anything in your imagination, your dream, what you desire, if you can think it up, it can happen. You may not be vibrating on the frequency to match that, to achieve it, to bring it into your life yet. We're going to use the tools, adding on progressively over the next 12 weeks, as well as using the subconscious release techniques, because sometimes, although we're doing this work, it may be helpful to remove some of those previously held beliefs that we're really even not knowing and sure that we're aware of. Because sometimes they're just so deep down, they're in those cells and they've been there for so long and they've kept reproducing that we don't know really what is there. And the combination of the awareness of your mental faculties, awareness that you have this consciousness, and awareness that your subconscious mind is 30,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. We're going to give it a kickstart with the release technique to help move that. But in knowing your core values, we can remove all these things. But if you don't have that basis, that conscious, as well as the subconscious, what's really most important to me, what are those principles and standards that I hold dear to me? If you're not sure what they are, then you're going to feel that dis-ease throughout your life. It's really, really important to know that we're going to honor that, and so you don't feel torn between what you're doing and how you're feeling and not really getting there. And then the last piece of this is the exercises. And the exercises at the end of this lesson, it's the lesson is this week is a little bit shorter because the exercises to get your results there are going to take you some time. It's really important to take the time, invest in knowing what core values are really important to you, because they are the things that are going to shift your present, so you can change that trajectory, so you can transform your future, and that you can have and be and do and create that life that you would love with baby. So leaning into the exercises, take a little bit of time or a lot of time, and not just looking at what your life values are. I would encourage you to lean into knowing what your work values are, what your relationship values are, because when you can see what is not congruent, which is not in harmony with what you would love with your core values, then you can then lean in and take actions. And as I mentioned, the actions, you can accept things as they are, you can choose to change them, or you can just simply walk away. And something brought you to where you are with your job and career, with your relationship, with other things that are going on in your family, with your health, and see what it is that you can change to make it all better. All our areas of life, we're looking at them individually, like a physician will look at the different systems in the body, but they are all interconnected, they are all intertwined. There's this wholeness of you that we want to make sure that we have set up, that you have your best success. So once you've looked at your dream and reviewing that daily, and you have this opportunity to test your dream, those questions that we're asking, those 5 questions, does it make me come alive? Does it cause me to grow? Is it aligned with my core values? Do I need help from a higher power? And is there good in it for others? The answers to all those questions should be an absolute yes. If the answers to those questions or one of them is not a yes, then one, your dream is not a big enough stretch or challenge for you, that it's a worthy goal. And absolutely, along the way, there are worthy goals. And depending on where you hear training, for example, a fellow personal development, Bob Proctor, out of Ontario, is